Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I am very excited about. So excited that I can't put it off anymore. So I am going to be sharing with you guys a haul that I got from Bushel and Peck Books. Stick around and I'll tell you about it. Okay, I don't know if anybody else has heard of Bushel and Peck Books. Quite honestly, I don't remember where I saw them. It was definitely like a sponsored or a paid ad or something like that came up on my social media. I want to say maybe it was Instagram, but anyway, so I found Bushel and Peck Books. If you've heard of them, let me know in the comments below, just out of curiosity. But yes, so I find them. What intrigued me was buy 4 books, get 4 books free. Like, hey, that's got my name all over it. And then I did a little bit more looking. I will have the website in the description below, so you can obviously go there and hopefully get yourself some really great books. But you can look a little bit more into them. But from what I remember, and what I found on the website, it looks like the company is run by a family. So it's a family-owned business, and they, for every book purchased, they also donate a book to like different organizations, different charities, different schools, even within probably like their local community, things like that. So I loved that. I love that it's a small business. I love that they're donating book for book. And on here, on their actual books that they send you, it has like a little stamp here that says book for book. When you buy this book, we'll donate 1 to a child in need. And I love that. I love that. Also love that you buy 4 books, you get 4 books free. Here's the kicker though. It does take you a little while to get your books. And I am okay with that. And I've even seen on their website, they have made a little bit of changes to the way the information is presented. Basically what happens is they have books and they have to send them off to be obviously professionally printed and bound and all of that stuff. And then they have to wait for those things to come in. So there's a little bit of a delay there. I'm not going to pretend like I know the ins and outs of the whole situation, but this is just kind of what I have picked up on. So now they've added, from a couple of the listings that I saw, they've added a timer sort of thing. So it'll say like, you know, if you order within this time frame, this is your estimated shipping date, which I appreciate because there have been a couple of my books that the dates have been moved back just a little, but it's fine. It's fine. So that's why I'm going to be making this into 2 parts, because I actually got quite a bit of books and I want to really take some time to show them to you guys, because I am extremely, extremely impressed. Just by some of the titles of them, I was like, wow, why have I never heard of this before? And so I really want to share them with you guys, but I do want that disclaimer out there. Shipping does take a little while. Now that's it for the books that are listed as pre-order, which is a significant amount of them because again, it's a small business. I think they've really only been around for a couple of years, so it's still growing, all of that kind of stuff. But I will tell you, when I get the shipping notification that says, hey, this has been shipped, it normally comes to me either the next day or the following. So 1 to 2 days. So once they put it in the box, it gets to you very quickly. It's just a matter of when it gets in stock to them. So anyway, all of that leads me to the books. Now, again, I'm actually waiting on my last 2 of my order to come in. So that's another reason why we're breaking it up into 2 parts. I'm waiting on those 2. They should be getting here any day now. And then I will have that video coming out showing the rest of what I got. But I do want to take some time to show you because these are fantastic. Okay, moving on to the books. The first one I grabbed is the Little Library of Natural History. So that's kind of the series here. And this is the Little Book of North American Birds. It says, colorful, clever, and often right in your backyard, North America's birds are absolutely fascinating. Now it's your turn to meet them in the Little Book of North American Birds, part of the Little Library of Natural History. So this is the size of the book, obviously hardcover. There's not a single one of these that is not beautiful. Like I said, very, very impressed. Here are your table of contents. So there are 44 birds covered in this one. Here's just kind of a general layout of what they look like. So you've got like number kind of facts here. You've got your classification. Obviously you have some pictures, and then you just have a small little reading here. And then we move on to the robin. And so it just follows that kind of flow all the way through the book. Crow. So love this one. I know at some point we will do the North American Birds unit from Gather Round. And so obviously we would use this then. Y'all look at the turkey. Hold on, let me find it. There he is. Look how beautiful. So we will use this then, but my daughter, we see birds all the time, right? Because we live in North America. And so she's all the time asking me. So this is just a really cool one that she will be able to pull out. Along those same lines, I also grabbed the North American mammals. So this one is very similar. Obviously it's in the same series. Still did not disappoint with the illustrations. This one, it has 50 mammals there that it talks about, but still follows the same format. So you've got your pictures, you have your little reading, you have your classifications, and then you have kind of like some fun number facts there. So this one is cattle. This is wild sheep. What else? Horse. That one's cool. So same with this one, like it's just a really good reference book to have. These are all things that we're very familiar with. And so as my daughter has questions or she just kind of wants to learn or whatever, we can pull this one out. Really both of these we can even use for North America study, our 50 state study, all that stuff like this. Yeah, it's good for everything, which I think you will see. There's a Wolverine, which I think you guys will see is kind of the overall theme here. Is a lot of the things that I got were kind of we could use them in a broader way. You know what I mean? It's not just one specific thing. Well, I say that these other two, I just think these were really cool. And I'm really hoping they add more of these to their, like more in the series, because I think this is really awesome. But I got 2 of them for now, and I thought we would start here. And so these are the Read With Me Classics series. So this is Peter Pan in 20 minutes a day. I'm going to be honest, I didn't know what to expect with this one. I kind of did because obviously there are pictures on the website, but it's just different when you get it and you can actually kind of read through and all of that stuff. But I'll read the back to you. It says, reading with your kids has a profound impact on their development, and now it's easier than ever. In Peter Pan in 20 minutes a day, the unabridged text of the beloved story of Peter, Captain Hook, and Neverland is broken down into easy 20-minute chunks, perfect for daily read-alouds. Thoughtful questions after each passage boosts comprehension and facilitates meaningful discussion, while definitions in the margins illuminate difficult words and historical context. learn vocabulary, strengthen literacy, introduce the classics, and bond over beautiful literature with Peter Pan in 20 minutes a day. And that really is exactly what it looks like. Now this one does not have any illustrations. So here, just kind of your front cover there, another one. Here are your contents, okay? And just to kind of show you, it is a little bit of a thicker book. Here is your publisher's note. And then here we are, chapter 1, okay? So it gives you the title, gives you obviously the text that you're reading. And then over here on the side, there are those vocabulary words. So obviously it gives you the vocabulary words, but it also gives you the definition. So then still going. Okay, another page of reading, another page, another one. Okay, so let's get to the end here. Okay, so then the last page here, okay, and then here are those discussion questions at the end. So it does say, you did it, stop here, okay, discussion questions. Looks like on this one, there are 3 of them. How would you contrast Mr. Darling with Mrs. Darling? If a map were drawn of your mind, what might you find on it? And then back into chapter 2. Okay, so it's just that all the way through, just 20 minutes. Again, like I said, no pictures, but I do really like the discussion questions at the end. I love that it has vocabulary. I think it's kind of cool. I think it's a cool way to get some of these classics in, but maybe just, like it says, like in smaller little 20-minute chunks for some of your little ones. So I got Peter Pan, and then I did grab A Christmas Carol as well. We're getting up, you know, preparing kind of for Christmas time. And so I thought maybe this would be a good time to try and get this one in. But this one is exactly the same, follows exactly the same format. So there you go. Same thing, there's no illustrations, but there is all of those definitions with, you know, for your vocabulary words. And then discussion questions there at the end. Does this only have one? No. So the discussion questions are just continued to the next page. So that's what that one is like. I don't remember exactly how many there were. I don't think there was very many, maybe just like 3 or 4 of them. I'm pretty sure, so they had these 2, and I'm pretty sure I saw Wind in the Willows. But I don't remember if there were any other ones or not. So those, again, that was the Read With Me Classics, and you guys can see the difference there in the sizes of the book. So obviously this one is a much smaller than that one. Okay, these last 2. This one that I'm going to show you was really kind of the first one that caught my eye. And I was like, man, maybe I should really look into these, because this is just, it's a different take on things. It's variety that we can add into our library, and this is like totally up my alley. Like, let's learn about things that we haven't learned about before, and you know, that kind of stuff. So and both of these books that I will show you are going to be really good for us when we are learning about 50 states and things. So this first one is called Forgotten Founders. And down here on the bottom, it says Black Patriots, Women Soldiers, and Other Thinkers and Heroes Who Shaped Early America. Also, that cover, beautiful. The back, it's kind of long, so I won't read all of it, but it says the founding of America was not accomplished by a handful of people. It required the heart, soul, and grit of an entire nation. Today, we rightfully honor the work of the founding fathers, but what about everyone else who sacrificed for the cause? Introducing Forgotten Founders, the inspiring book of stories about the heroic women, African Americans, immigrants, and others who played pivotal roles in America's birth. And so, again, it just kind of keeps going there. But I'm like, man, this is going to be really good. This will fantastic. And then I got it in the mail and I'm like, it is beautiful, y'all. So beautiful. Okay. So there, just with your cover page, okay, there are your table of contents. So it does give a little bit of an introduction, and then here are people and stories. So there is your author's note. Y'all, look at that picture. I don't know if you can even see how beautiful. It just, I just love it. Anyway, so there's your author's note. And then here is your introduction. So it's really kind of more like a timeline type thing, just to give you a little bit of background information. So that kind of keeps going here. And then this is the timeline of slavery in America. So it takes you through all of that. And then it starts with your people and stories. And then just kind of goes through Nancy Hart. I don't know who that is. Cuffy Wells Saunders. Unfortunately, I don't know who that is either. But this is what I love. Like, again, let's learn about things we don't know. Anna Smith Strong. Let's see, let's kind of move to the back a little bit. Phyllis Wheatley. And it's just beautiful. Peter Salem. So lots of good stuff. And what I'm seeing too, okay, this is Native Americans and the Revolution. This looks like a little bit more of a bigger one than I was going to say. This one has a little bit more reading than some of the other ones, but it's still a very manageable amount. You know, like my daughter and I, we could sit down very easily and go through this. It's not, you know, an overwhelming amount of information, but it is a really good place to start to give you some of these people and these names that, you know, maybe you haven't heard of before. And then if you wanted to read further, obviously you could. So it's just a good introduction. And then let's get to the back here and see. Okay, so then it just, more women of courage. Okay, so that's number 25, just gives you more women of courage. And then Works Cited, and then that is the end. So really looking forward to reading through that one. And then following the same kind of trend here, is this any part of a series? No, but they are both written and illustrated by the same people. So that's why they look so much alike. So this one was Forgotten Founders. And then this one is called The True West. Totally wish I would have known about this for Living Off the Land, because that obviously would have been good there. But this one is real stories about Black cowboys, women sharpshooters, Native American rodeo stars, pioneering vaqueros, and the unsung explorers, builders, and heroes who shaped the American West. And there's your little book by book, or book for book sticker thing I was telling you about. So again, following the same kind of theme, it's people that you have not heard of or are generally not as known as some others. The American West was much more than John Wayne and Marlboro men. In truth, it was a diverse melting pot of every race, religion, gender, and ancestry. And then it just gives you some names of people that you will meet in the book. Oh, look how pretty. Man, you know what I need to do now that I'm thinking of it? Oh, that's cool. So it gives you some horses there, and then it actually tells you the breeds of them down below. I need to see if I can find any other books by these. The author is Mifflin Lowe, and the illustrations are William Luong, maybe? Here, I'll show you here. So Mifflin Lowe and then William Luong. Okay, so I do need to check on that. Here we go. Okay, table. Oh, this is cool. So this is table of contents, but then it also has like a little bit of like a legend down here that tells you what they were. So they were a cowhand, explorer, entertainer, soldier, lawman, leader, builder, social trailblazer. And so it kind of has that you know, legend next to their names. Pretty awesome. Okay, author's note. Cowboy and Cowgirl Code. Love that. All right, Bill Pickett. Oh, that, and it does tell you, oh, I'm so sorry. I probably could have laid this down, but I'm just so excited I couldn't contain it anymore. It does give you their nickname up here, which is pretty cool. If you know anything about the West, you know, cowboys and all that kind of stuff, they always had those fun little nicknames. So Annie Oakley, I do know about Annie Oakley. But again, the same as the Forgotten Founders, just kind of follows the same format. And I do appreciate that the reading is not very much. Again, it's still fairly light. Oh, that's cool. Is that a true photograph there? Do y'all see that? I think it may be like a revised version of an actual photograph, but that's pretty awesome. Okay, so Mexican cowboys. Let's see what else we got. So cool. I think I'm probably could be more excited about it than my daughter. It's getting hard to hold them. My hands are getting tired. So stinking cool, you guys. I cannot say enough about this. I am really looking forward to reading through them and really, you know, going through the information, learning, and I also will tell you, there are a lot more books. I could probably buy every book that is on the Bushel and Peck website and patiently await for more releases, because everything on there really looks so good. And then, like I said, after having gotten the books and really feeling the quality of them, seeing the illustrations, like they just really are fantastic. And I am very much looking forward to my next little package. Like I said, it should be coming in the next couple of days. So obviously I will have a part 2 out for you guys. And those books are going to be really, really cool too. Different, but really awesome. I'm just looking forward to them. Again, I will have it, the website down in the description for you guys so you can check them out. I don't have like any kind of cool discount code or anything like that. I'm not there. But they do, I have consistently seen the buy 4, get 4. So I think that's kind of an all the time kind of deal. And to me, I mean, that's better than probably any kind of discount thing that I could come up with, or, you know, that they would offer or whatever. I don't even know how that stuff works, obviously. Anyway, moving on. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.